Have we known each other, Bobby? 20, 25 years. Since we were in Mr. Ill's first grade class together. Do you remember? We saw each other every day, all the way through high school. And if we didn't see each other for some reason, we'd talk on the phone for hours. You were my bestest friend, Bobby. The best ever. And you were definitely my first boyfriend ever. You gave me my first kiss. We were just 12 and we thought it would be forever. And even when we occasionally dated other people during high school, I always knew that you were the one. Even when we broke up after our senior prom. It was supposed to be that way. Everyone thought it was. It was written in the stars. You said, Carolyn finally stands. Do you remember that night at Ibsen's Pond? That night we were first made love together? The moon was ginormous and it was so blue. And it was so peaceful and isolated. I mean, except for that obnoxiously loud bullfrog. Remember him? But what I remember most about that night was the quiet, the stillness, the feeling that we were the only people left on Earth. The stars were out, and it seemed like they were winking directly at us. Twinkling because we were so perfect together, and that's when you said our love was written in the stars. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. Still is, but somehow it all changed when we graduated. We went away to college, and I went to school close to home, and suddenly we hardly saw each other anymore. I called and I wanted to visit you, but you were always busy with school and other things. I guess. I tried to understand you, but it was hard, Bobby. It's hard to love somebody so long and so much, and then all of a sudden that person you love with all your heart is not there anymore. It was kind of like you died, and I didn't get invited to the funeral. One day out of the blue, you called to tell me that you're getting married. And you wanted to invite me to the wedding because I was your best friend. And you wanted to share your happiness with me. And silly me, I went. It was watching you marry a complete stranger was the most difficult thing I've ever had to do. It was like getting slammed in the gut with a sledgehammer. I could barely breathe watching you walk down the aisle with her. Eventually, years later, I got over it. Sort of. Time heals all wounds, they say, so over time I had boyfriends, lovers, even a couple of longish relationships, but I never felt about them the way that I feel about you. Bobby, not even close. Because lurking in the background like an invisible 900-pound gorilla was the promise of you. The promise of our love was truly written in the stars, just like you said. Deep in me, I believed you. Well, we're all grown up now, and I realize that things people say to each other when they're young and in love, no matter how heartfelt and sometimes just fairy tale, beautiful lies. But here's the thing, Bobby. Time does not heal all wounds, not really. It only numbs them to the point that sometimes we can forget about them for a while. That's all. And now here you are again, in the flesh. All this time later, you've come back into my life telling me you still love me. You've always loved me, that we finally could be together like it says in the stars, just like that. But the heart's just a curious thing, Bobby. It's not just a collection of valves and pumps and hoses. It's not just a collection of valves and pumps and hoses pumping through our bodies. It's much more than that. It's a repository of a lifetime of feelings, a memory bank of emotional traumas and triumphs buried deep inside of you. Out of sight, out of mind maybe, but never forgotten. That's where our love is, Bobby, very deep. And the only thing that it remembers now is the promise of you.